Nashville. Hi, everybody. I'm Kelly Sutton, and we are thrilled to be taking a seat here for this special dive bar edition of Amazon Music Live presents Garth Brooks.
Yes, brought to you by Verizon. We are so excited to be here. I am Amber Anderson. We co-host the Country Heat Weekly podcast on Amazon Music. And for the last 2 weeks, our center stage guest has been the man taking the stage tonight, Garth Brooks.
We've had so much fun catching up with him. And shout out to everybody who's joining us on Twitch, our Twitch family. We love chatting with you. Let us know where you're watching from in the chat. We're going to be doing some shout outs throughout the night.
And make sure you're inviting all your friends to join the party. Send them a link to twitch.tv/Amazon Music so they can get in on this fun. We need all of our friends in low places to join the party.
Absolutely. It's going to be a historic night. It's actually already been a historic day, the first ever Black Friday NFL game on Amazon Prime Video.
I know, and I hope this is a tradition that sticks because Kelly knows I can't get enough football in my life.
That's true. That is very true. She loves it.
Oh, I love it, and I love Thursday Night Football on Prime Video, and I'd have it every night of the week if I could, honestly.
Absolutely. Well, we want to tell you guys you are in the right spot for everything that's going down. Friends in Low Places is right beside us. We're going to keep you up to date on everything you need to know, and if you want to find some merch from our friend Garth, we have a landing page just for you. In fact, there's going to be a QR code that pops up. You can scan that. It's going to take you to the landing page. It's amazon.com/Garth Brooks. Everything Garth, all in one place.
And it's good stuff, y'all. We already got ours.
We may have already gotten ours. We may have already gone next door just to see what they've got. This one says, blame it all on my roots.
So good.
There you go.
I mean, and there's so much more there, too. So
yes.
Go shop.
Absolutely.
Go do it.
Of course, we're going to keep an eye on everything for you. The grand opening concert from Garth's Honky-Tonk, the new bar, Friends in Low Places, is happening right next door. And if you think we're excited about this, how do you think Garth feels?
And we are ready for it.
Yes.
We are right here on Lower Broadway in the middle of all the action. Garth has started calling it the Neon Neighborhood.
That's perfect.
It fits. It totally fits.
Absolutely.
And Kelly and I are actually at the bar next door. We are on the roof of Nudi's Honky-Tonk.
Yeah.
And it's a little chilly.
But not bad.
It's not bad. It's been a beautiful day here in Nashville. Can't get much better than this.
And remember, Garth told us that we could actually say we opened for Garth Brooks. We could put that on our bios.
Yes, he did. And we got it on tape in the latest episode of Country Heat Weekly, so we're not going to let him forget that he said that.
That's right. That's exactly right.
But a bit later in the show, we're going to be joined by former NFL running back Eddie George. And I cannot wait to talk about football with him.
I love him so much.
Me too.
He's going to be up here. Plus, our friend Graham Bunn is here. He is our boots on the ground. He has got a roaming camera outside on Broadway, kind of feeling what it's all about right now.
Giving us a sneak peek, and at the lines, there's some people that have been waiting out here forever. So
yes.
We've given him the assignment, talking to the fans. He's going to be checking in on the vibe.
Absolutely. In fact, let's see what's happening. Graham, hey, good to see you.
All right, everybody. Graham Bunn here. As they just mentioned, I am out, boots on the ground. We are in front of Friends in Low Places, getting ready for Garth Brooks. If you guys are cold up here, you can always come down here because the energy down here on the street is crazy. People have been lined up since like 11:30 last night to get into this show. Everybody's out here. I even stole a country artist to come hang out with me and talk to me about Garth Brooks. This is Clayton Johnson, a very talented artist in his own right. What brings you to the show? I know you got some friends in low places because I have been one of those for many years.
Yep. I mean, come on, it's Garth Brooks, opening night of his spot. Just excited to be here. This is my mother's favorite artist. She turned me on to Garth as a young kid, and I'm here in her honor.
Are you? I've been shocked. I've been shocked by the level of turnout that people have been waiting here for hours and hours. Like, are you shocked by the energy? It is Nashville. You are an artist. You know what Garth means to the format. He's got his own spot here. Like, is this amazing or what?
I mean, the coolest thing is you got so many different types of people. You have an older crowd, you have a younger crowd, and the fact that Garth's music stretches across generations, I mean, how legendary is that? It's so cool. Energy is hot. People are excited. And honestly, I'm excited to get in there, too.
Well, we're not going to keep you much longer. We are merged out, though. Everybody is out here.
The In Pieces album.
My father's favorite album,
Yep.
In Pieces. I'm sure he's going to play some of that. It's going to be a great show. We're having fun. We've got an entire show to do. We've got an hour. Thanks for being here, man. Friends in Low Places, Garth Brooks, Thanksgiving weekend. Back to you guys up top.
Thank you so much, Graham. That sign looks good.
Yeah,
it looks
it
really
does.
good. Look who's here.
Hi, Eddie George.
How
It's
y'all
so good
doing?
to see you.
I know.
Thank you for coming and hanging out with us.
Hey, thank you for the happy belated Thanksgiving.
Yes,
How
same
was
to
it?
you. It was really great.
It was amazing.
We are
for
so
us.
excited to have you
What was
here.
on your menu?
I did
Curious, favorite thing?
lasagna.
Lasagna.
We did a whole Italian Thanksgiving. What about you?
Oh, nice. I had a fried turkey, Cajun.
That's the way to go.
Nice.
Fried
That's the
turkey. It was
way to
amazing.
go.
Yes.
Oh,
How about you?
man.
I went to Cracker Barrel, actually. So
Hey, the fried chicken and Cracker
it's
Barrel
so
is
good,
fire.
right?
It is
it's
really
so
good.
good.
I love
It is really good.
Well, it only seemed natural that we are celebrating a Black Friday NFL game to
Yes.
have one of our most beloved Tennessee Titans here with us. So it was 1997, the year the Oilers moved from
Yes.
Houston to town.
Yes.
The new stadium downtown brought a lot of energy into the city. Talk about what Nashville was like then.
Oh my! I tell you what, it was nothing like this.
Right.
I think the hottest thing that was going on in town was Hooters, right up the street on Second
Yes,
Avenue.
on Second.
That was the place to be. None of these bars were here. There was no nightlife. In
You're right.
fact, like in like 97, 98, we were trying to rush out of town to like places like Atlanta, New York, New Orleans to get nightlife because it was non-existent. But once we had success, we had a couple of Monday Night Football games, the Super Bowl run, the Predators came and did their thing, and Nashville has just exploded. Like Butch Sheridan is really the mastermind of bringing
Yeah.
these great events to the
Yes.
city. All the business deals you see, cranes are all over the place. It's probably one of the top cities to visit in the world.
Yeah.
We're talking about with Spain and Madrid and Nashville. I
Yeah.
mean, so it's a wonderful city to be a part of. I'm really proud to see where the city has come and where it's starting to go.
You are one of the unique individuals who have been at a Super Bowl, and now you are living in a city that wants to get
Oh,
a
yeah.
Super Bowl.
That's
You
gonna happen.
mentioned Butch, who works for Nashville, and Dina Ivy as well. They want to bring a Super Bowl here. What do you think we need, other than the stadium that is now on the books?
Well, I think the stadium is the first domino.
Yeah.
Once you get the stadium, it's an indoor venue. It's going to have entertainment elements around it. It's a 365 entertainment center. That's pretty much all you need. And with the NFL, once you build a stadium that's conducive for a Super Bowl that can hold a massive people, they're going to have that here in the city. And I think they have the rooms for it. They certainly have the atmosphere for it. We saw what we did a
Yeah.
few years back with the
Yeah.
NFL draft.
Yes,
That's right.
exactly.
And they're trying to
Right.
get back here for the NFL
Yeah.
draft, and the Super Bowl is only fitting to have it here in the city. So I can definitely see this happening pretty soon.
Yeah. Talk to us a little bit about the change that you're seeing in the NFL itself. I mean, adding a Black Friday football game,
Yeah. Right,
giving people
right.
more access to the game. I mean, we already have
Yeah.
football on Thanksgiving. Adding Black Friday is just like a no-brainer. Now that Amazon Prime Video has Thursday Night Football, how is that, kind of in your mind, helping the league to
Right.
expand its reach?
Well, they've been trying to. They're going to continue to find ways to generate revenue streams and make it easier for the fan to watch games. How people are watching games over the past 20 years has changed. No longer are we sitting in our homes watching games on television. We're on our phones, our iPads.
Right.
We're looking at different apparatuses to be entertained, and this is a great way to do just that, to stream these services. And now for Black Friday, I know a lot of husbands are now walking around with their wives, getting these gifts, saying, "Hey, I can watch my game and appease my wife, to keep peace in the house." And it's a great thing. And Black is a different game. And for a Black Friday game, weird things happen. Like there was a 100-yard interception return 2 seconds before halftime, which never happens
Right.
in the NFL,
Yeah.
and it happened against the Jets. So, I mean, it's great, and it brings a different energy and a different type of excitement to the game.
In being here and watching this entire city explode, and then seeing Garth have this marquee place
Man, yes.
right here.
Yes,
This
yes.
is just like the cherry on top of all of
Well,
it.
first of all, I got to thank Garth personally because right here.
Yeah.
Because Garth, thank you so much. My oldest son Jair was in town, so he had a job. He was helping build this place out over the last 3 months. So thank you for cutting a check and getting him out of my pocket.
Yes.
But you know what? He had the audacity to ask me the other day to help him with his rent. I'm like, I should be asking you for money. You just worked 3 months on the job.
California is
right?
expensive.
Yeah,
Dad.
that's his play money, Dad.
Yeah,
That's-
exactly.
you know, that's
I
right.
understand. I better get a wonderful gift this Christmas. All I know. But
That's right.
but no, it's great to have Garth build and be a part of this community. Clearly,
Yeah.
he is an all-time great. I mean, he's been a part of the Nashville community for years, and to have his thumbprint on Broad Street is amazing. So
Yeah.
I'm really excited to be a part of this event.
I love this.
One of the things I want to ask you, you are now the head coach of our HBCU in town,
Uh-huh.
Tennessee State University. What has the
I love that
transition?
smile. You're smiling about that. I love
an
it.
HBCU. They're
It's
so
so good.
important.
Yes.
They're so important. And you taking the helm, I think, meant a lot to Nashville specifically. But how has that transition from player to coach gone for you? And what are the biggest differences that you
Well, the biggest
have
difference
noticed?
is that I'm not feeling the physical pain of it. I feel the emotional pain of it, you know. But it's gratifying. I've enjoyed coaching the last 3 years. To pour into young men to help mold and have an impact in their lives is really where I'm at in my life. And to do it through a game that's brought so much joy to me and it's afforded so many different opportunities has been amazing. Had our first winning season this year and since 2017.
Yes,
Mine
that's
as a head
right.
coach. There are a couple games that I feel like
Listen, you
we
can't.
left some meat on the
no,
bone. We left
you
some meat on the
can't.
bone.
Hindsight's 2020. That's in
But
the
we're
past.
heading in the right direction,
Yeah.
and I think holistically, you know, for Tennessee State, there's so much potential for that university to thrive at a very high level.
Yeah.
That athletics is just the tip of the spear. You know, as you know, that they're really fighting for the $2.1 billion fund in terms of land grant money. That could be a shot in the arm for this university holistically to bring in great professors, to build more infrastructure, to add more facilities, and certainly bolster and enhance our student-athlete experience, not just in football, but women's track, men's and women's track, volleyball, basketball, the whole gamut. Campus-wide will be huge.
You know what? We're just so happy that you're on board.
Yeah.
I'm
It's
so
fun to
happy I
watch
can
it.
be out here with you guys.
You can,
is
you
so
can
fun.
hang with us
Anytime.
whenever you want. It's so much fun
Yes.
to see you. So much fun to be a part of this. Before we let you go, Super Bowl predictions.
Oh, man.
Come on. We're going to put
You know,
you on
everybody
the spot.
asks you that question.
I know you do. I
gosh.
know. You get it all the time.
You know what? I mean, I would love to say the Titans have a shot, but I think they're in the middle of a transition right now.
It's a rebuilding year.
Yeah,
it's a
rebuilding year.
Yeah, yeah.
And based off of what I've seen so far, God, man, Kansas City is coming out the AFC.
Yeah.
They're going, regardless of what happened the other night, it doesn't matter. They're the defending champions. They'll find a way to get back there. They're battle tested. Coming out of the NFC, man, there's some good teams. There's Detroit, who played terrible yesterday. I picked them in my picks. Very upset by that, but that's neither here nor there. I like either Philly or the San Francisco 49ers in the NFC Championship game. The Philly will win. They'll be back for a Super Bowl rematch for this year in Las Vegas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Coming in strong.
Now,
mean,
who do you guys like?
Well, my team is Pittsburgh Steelers.
No
It's
offense.
also
Not
it's
gonna
also
happen.
rough. It's been a little rough, but I would agree. I think Eagles Chiefs rematch. I ask her.
Kelly, Kels, come on.
I like the Chiefs because I love Taylor Swift. So there it is.
Now, you
she
know
hates
she's not
this.
playing, right?
Listen,
Thank
I
you.
know. Let me just
Do you
tell
like her reactions
I know.
when- when-
I do love the Chiefs and I love my Titans, so I will always choose my Titans no matter what the
We
deck
like
is
it.
set. I'm going to go for that because I love them and we love you. Thank you
All
so
right.
much. Thanks for
Yes.
being here.
Absolutely.
Yes,
Eddie
so
George,
good to see you.
he's going to hang out with us for a little bit. We'll bring you back up here in a little
Perfect.
while. So he's hanging out with us. We are right here, Black Friday, downtown Nashville, y'all. It is all happening. Graham Bunn is live right below us on Broadway.
All right, guys, I'm having difficulty hearing you, but I think that I'm on. I am down here in front of Friends in Low Places. I think Eddie George is hanging out with you guys. I am incredibly jealous. Eddie, if you can hear me, I'm a huge fan. And Matt Leinart told me to tell you to clean up your room at the Heisman House. Other than that, I don't know what you want from me.
You're having too much fun with all the people down there, and I just realized that we have on twin jackets.
Yes,
Do we
you
have
do.
twin jackets?
Graham
All
and
right.
I have on twinning
You do.
jackets.
We'll have to get
Sherpa.
pictures later.
That's
Everybody
right.
down here is in the best mood. I hope you guys are having fun. We've been kicking it down here. I've been in line like 3 times. They're like, dude, you're not done with work yet. Because
Oh,
I want to
good.
get inside and see the show. And everybody's like,
Not yet.
not just yet.
Not just yet. You still have some more to do, friend. All right, we'll check back in with you. Graham Bunn down on the street. Broadway is packed.
It's
There are
packed.
people everywhere. They've been lined up since 3 o'clock getting ready, or even earlier than
Yeah,
that.
he said 11:30 last night.
Oh,
which is
wow.
crazy.
Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah,
I
mean,
didn't
people were
realize
like
that.
sleeping out here, and then when we got here earlier,
Yeah.
I mean, people were screaming already. Just like, I mean, they are ready to get in there. But I mean, gosh, Broadway, look at it. It's beautiful.
It
isn't
is beautiful. The neon neighborhood,
Neon
as Garth
neighborhood.
calls it. And just for everybody that's joining us, Kelly Sutton, Amber Anderson, we are the co-host of Country Heat Weekly podcast. If you haven't been listening, go give us a listen because we have a 2-part special with our friend Garth Brooks. Can we call him our friend? We can call
Yes,
him
we
our friend.
absolutely can.
Okay,
I mean,
good.
literally every time he leaves our studio, our faces hurt because we laugh with him so much.
He brought us M&Ms. I was happy.
He definitely brought M&Ms. He always brings snacks, always brings smiles, hugs, all the things. We're basically family now.
It's going to be incredible. You guys are in the best seat in the house, your own house, watching this amazing night right here from downtown Nashville.
Yes, and we're keeping it a little chilly up here, but
Yeah,
it's
it's
warm.
okay.
The heat
It's
from
all right.
Broadway is helping.
I know. It's going to get a little bit warmer, I think, as the excitement builds.
That's right. Well, Black Friday's here, which means it's officially my favorite season, holiday shopping season. I actually need to make a list now that I'm thinking about it.
Oh, mine's already done.
Of course it is.
Mm-hmm.
I don't expect anything less. So do you have a lot of people that you're buying for?
Oh, buying for people.
Yes.
I thought you meant what I wanted for Christmas. I was like, oh, my list is done. No, I'm not there yet. But
Okay.
I have learned if I'm not really very specific, my husband will usually get me something kind of practical that we need for the house.
I remember one year, my friend's husband got her a toaster. She was so mad.
Well, yeah. Don't
He
do
was like,
that.
but you hate the way ours doesn't toast evenly. And she's like, I don't want a toaster for Christmas.
Okay, that's why gifting fails are absolutely the worst. You will remember them for years, and then you will tell that story to your friends. Let us know in the chat if you've ever had a really bad gift. If you've ever given a really bad gift, tell us who you gave it to, if you're brave enough. I'll go first. There was one year that I regifted something to my mom that she'd given to me.
Oh, Kelly.
I know, it was bad.
That's why regifting scares me. Like, I would totally do that. No doubt. So let's see if anyone can top that in the chat. Let us know.
We are not trying to laugh at you. We just want to make sure that we all learn from each other's mistakes and we don't give bad gifts.
Or maybe you've been on the receiving end and gotten a gift that was just wrong. Like wrong size, wrong style, completely inappropriate. Tell us. But you don't have to name names. Okay.
Or you can if you want to.
If you want. So have you started your shopping list for others, Kelly?
Well, I know that my husband just probably wants a new guitar, so that's easy, but I'm
Okay.
going to let him pick that out. I have no idea what I'm going to get from my parents or my in-laws yet. They might be watching, so I'm not even going to, maybe some gift cards. My teenager, though, has been begging for a new phone from Verizon.
That tracks.
Yeah.
That
yeah.
makes a lot of sense.
You know, she, bless her heart, she gets the hand-me-down phone, but she really wants that upgraded camera for some Instagram content and pictures when she's dancing.
And I know that she would also love the extended battery life.
That's right.
Hours and hours of listening to those Broadway soundtracks that she loves so much.
And the sing-alongs that we do in the car together.
Yeah.
Secretly, I love it. So who is on your list?
Well, my list is actually small. It's
Okay.
like my parents, my best friend,
Okay.
who, by the way, I have been telling her she needs to get herself a tablet. Maybe I just need to get it for her myself.
Oh, I think I need to be on your Christmas list. If you're getting tablets, I think I want to be on that list. What makes you think that that's what she needs, though?
Well, she travels all the time,
Okay.
like internationally. So she's on like planes, trains, and automobiles, and she's on these long flights and train rides, and she's watching movies on this like really small phone screen.
Oh.
And she's trying to read books on the small phone screen. It just doesn't.
Yeah,
doesn't work.
She needs to upgrade because squinting like that is going to give you wrinkles, and nobody has time for that.
Yes, and how do you read a book on a little screen. You need a bigger screen. I
Yes.
think it would be great.
Yes, it sounds perfect for her. Well, you can take advantage of the amazing Black Friday deal that Verizon has on a new 5G phone, tablet, and watch when you switch or add a line. And you should probably just go ahead and bookmark that Country Heat Weekly podcast. That way your friend can watch it, and all of you at home, you can watch it too.
I like the way you think.
Thank you.
We're just forcing our friends to watch us. It's fine. It's all fine.
But you know what? You're going to have to jump on it like as soon as we get finished here, because that Black Friday offer is going to end very soon.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, yes, I will do that. Thank you. Thank you for momming me. She does that all the time. I'm looking at the chat. We've got some funny gifting fails.
Vacuum cleaner, no.
Coming in.
No.
No.
Hard pass. Hard
Vacuum cleaner.
pass. No, sir. Bad. Please do not do that. Any kind of home appliance, I think, is a no.
No.
That's a bad thing.
No socks.
No socks. And, no ties.
No,
Y'all,
no,
come on.
people, we've done that. We got to move.
Yeah.
We got to move forward from the ties and the socks.
Nobody.
It's safe, but not.
Nobody wants to wind up on a conversation on either end of this, either
Right.
giving the bad gift or receiving the bad gift. And we're just here to help out our Twitch family.
And I'm just saying, if you've got a music fan on your list, a new phone from Verizon is actually perfect. Think of all the music they can store. They would be able to take all of the best pictures and videos at concerts like me.
That's what you do.
That's
always.
what I do. And get them uploaded right away on Verizon's reliable 5G network.
Yes. And you know what? I think maybe we need to treat ourselves.
Yeah, I do that all the time. I do that all the time. I mean, why not buy yourself a little something special while you're shopping?
I like the way you think.
Just saying.
This is why we're besties. You can avoid any and all gifting fails this year by taking advantage of Verizon's Black Friday deal on a new 5G phone, a tablet, or a watch when you switch or add a line.
Switch to the network America relies on today.
Okay, everybody, we are live in Nashville. Welcome in. If you're just joining us, Kelly Sutton, this is Amber Anderson. This is a live look downtown Nashville. Garth Brooks is calling it the neon neighborhood, and you see why. We've got honky-tonks for as far as the eye can see, but the newest, the brightest, the shiniest, it gets open tonight. We're right here in the middle of it all. Garth Brooks has his beautiful new place right next door to us. It's Friends in Low Places.
What do we know about it so far?
Okay, so we know that it's 4 stories. 2 of those stories are ready. The other 2, they're still getting a little shine on them.
Yep.
So the first 2 floors are going to be open tonight, and I think that rooftop will be open soon, is what we're hearing.
Soon. Okay,
Yes.
so I know on the podcast he was telling us about the stage.
Right?
That was like the thing that caught my attention. The stage retracts into the wall.
Yes.
So I am really ready to see what that looks like.
That's going to be amazing.
It's going to be really cool.
There are 2 palm trees that
Right.
are in there as well, and the palm trees are named after the songwriters of Friends in Low Places, so you can't miss those when you go inside the bar.
And then the other thing that I was really, really intrigued by is the stairway to 7,
Yes.
which goes up to the Oasis. He was like, you actually have to go up to this Oasis, not down.
I love that.
I know, right?
Slip on up to the Oasis.
Slip on up to the Oasis, which is the rooftop. But the Stairway to 7 celebrates his 7 Entertainer of the Year wins.
Well, see, that's brilliant. I absolutely love it. Okay, so we did get one person in here. We want to say hello to Pelican. Pelican is joining us in the chat. Everybody else, tell us where you're from and let us know in the chat where you're watching us. Garth Brooks, gosh, we've had so much fun chatting with him. In fact, we have a clip to share with you from our own podcast. It's Country Heat Weekly. Here's a little clip from Garth. He looks like a kid with a new toy.
I know. And when he talks about it, he kind of lights up. Like, he cares about it so much. Like,
Oh, yeah.
Garth is not a guy that is going to do anything that he doesn't pour his heart and soul into. And
Absolutely.
it has to be perfect. And he always has the fans and the people in mind.
Absolutely.
With everything he does.
Well, we've had a chance to chat with him, as we mentioned, a few times now. And one of the things I thought was really funny, we were just talking about the bar. And we wanted to know what it was going to look like inside. And you asked him, this is great.
I asked him if he was going to decorate or, like, what his decor strategy was. And his answer was, it's not called
decoration
decorating
when it's in a honky-tonk.
But then I asked him, like, what do you call it? And he said, outfitting it. So
there you go. It's not decor. It is just outfitting the bar. But we love seeing all the excitement that's around it. The newest Honky-Tonk opening on Broadway. In fact, let's take a live look down at our roving camera. It's on Broadway right now, showing you the excitement, showing you all the neon that's around. So if you haven't been to Nashville lately, y'all, I think this is your sign.
Yes.
This is your sign to plan your trip. Come see us. We love hanging out with all of you. And of course, if you're coming into town, you're going to want to stop by and see Friends in Low Places.
it is a do not miss, let me tell you that. And actually, I think we have our decor clip that we can show everyone. This is just a sampling of the fun that we have with Mr. Garth Brooks on Country Heat Weekly.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so it was hanging on the wall and there is a tag on it. He'll sell it to you. And if you want merch, we've got it for you.
There's a QR code that's going to be coming on the screen. Click that QR code. Get yourself some merch. It's really good. We've already got ours. You can stream all of his full catalog. It's awesome.
Look, we
I
went
love
in
it.
there, and if we would have had more time, we would have done a lot more damage because there's a lot of stuff in there. But the easy thing is you don't have to be here. You can go right there on the QR code. It's going to take you right to that landing page. And we are the only place that you can stream Garth Brooks music on Amazon Music. So if you have Amazon Music Unlimited, that's a very easy way. You can listen to all your favorite older Garth Brooks stuff, his new stuff, and more that he's got coming out.
That's right.
Tonight, something really special is happening because tonight, remember, he told us you're going to get the first ever live look at the brand new song Rodeo Man that
That's
he
right.
did with Ronnie Dunn.
So cool.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It is so great. And I think that, like, especially him opening this bar and playing on this stage, very full circle. He talked about playing in these honky-tonks with his band, and 4 of the 7, he said, are still with him. Like, they're still together. So this is just, I think, a very huge full circle moment for him to have a place, a permanent place here on Broadway where he belongs.
Absolutely. And you know he's going to be popping in here all the time.
Oh, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's going to be one of those places when you come, you're just going to make sure you stop by because you just never know who's going to be in there. And very soon, as we mentioned, he's going to have the other 2 floors that are going to be open. So 4 full floors on Broadway, right in the middle of all of the action. The Neon Neighborhood, that's where we are.
That term is sticking.
It is,
the
right?
Neon Neighborhood. How's nobody thought about that?
Well, because Garth did.
Garth.
Okay, everybody, if you're just joining us, Kelly Sutton, Amber Anderson, we are the co-host of Country Heat Weekly podcast, and we're showing you a live look right now, downtown Nashville. That's where we are, getting ready for the main event. Garth Brooks opening up his brand new honky-tonk, the dive bar, Friends in Low Places. And tonight, he is the center stage. He's going to be performing live. Amazon Music Live with Garth Brooks is going to be happening in just a little bit. You are in the right place, y'all. Thank you so much for joining us. Thanks for being here. We want to hear where you're from in the chat. If you're on Twitch with us, talk to us. Let us know where you're watching from. Also, a little bit later on, we are going to be talking about our favorite Garth Brooks songs. So be thinking about that. We're going to prime the pump right now. Just put that out there for you. If you have a favorite Garth Brooks song, you can put that in the chat as well, because we're going to be going around the table and figuring out our favorite Garth Brooks songs as well.
I already have mine.
It's hard for me.
It is.
I have a couple.
I know you do.
I know.
I know.
Well, look who's back. We've got Eddie George and Graham. Graham's here.
You got to come up.
I'm in. I talked to Eddie. He invited me up here. You guys put me on the street. I saw Eddie. I dropped a few running back numbers. I was like, look, I
Graham,
know.
come on, let's go up in here, man. I don't know why they kicked you out the club.
Did you feel-
I said, hey, I felt bad for my man.
It's not my first rodeo. I knew who to go to. I was like, Eddie, talk to him. Talk to him.
Oh my
I want to come upstairs.
They stopped him at the door, and then Eddie was like, he's with
come
me.
on in.
He's with me.
He's with me.
If anybody
So
can
came on
get
up.
in,
So
if it's not
great.
Garth Brooks, it's Eddie George.
Okay, so it's already crazy and so much fun down there. You've been talking to a lot of the fans. Have these people really been out here since last night? Some of them?
Yeah, last night. We talked to a few people that were here at 11:30 lined up, which I get. Now, honestly, Garth Brooks plays Notre Dame football stadium, and now he's playing this intimate show. I think people were like, I'll line up, I will hang out. You know what I mean? So it's not understatement the energy that's down there. If you guys ask me any questions, I apologize because I couldn't hear anything. Everybody's cheering and just Broadway itself. You mentioned it that it's electric. Now you throw Garth Brooks into the mix. That's like gasoline on a fire.
Oh yeah.
But you're standing outside the fire.
That's
that's
for free, everybody.
Listen, okay. So he gave us a little insight. He was telling us if you're building out a set list and you're going to do some new songs, do them early.
Yes.
Do them early in the set list. Now, you haven't built out the set list, but I know that you've done musicals. I know that you have been on stage. What does that feel like to have all of those? It's a different feeling than performing on a football. If you're on the field, that's totally different than being on stage and performing.
Listen, I've done both. I was on Broadway in New York for a while.
I love the understated.
It was
bury the lead
there.
You got a Hall of Famer here. Guys,
Right.
in the Ring of Honor.
I
did Broadway.
But I'll say this, having to perform with the bright lights in an intimate setting and you flub one of your lines, you got to save yourself.
This is what somebody else told you, right?
Yes.
Because I've been told you never flubbed a line.
No.
So
Please.
you're speaking to your friends.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
No, my first play was here in Nashville, and it was absolutely terrible.
God's trombone.
God's trombone.
I
told you. You were there, right?
We go way back.
That's amazing.
It was not awful.
so bad.
I thought it was great.
Listen, because you didn't know I completely made up the entire monologue. The whole
you just
cast
got-
like, where is this guy going? I ran off the stage, and I swore I would never go back. But I will say, having to perform on stage is a little bit different. But, it's all about connecting to the audience, telling your truth, sharing your songs, And you got to keep in mind that people are coming out to see you, and that person might be coming in with the weight of the world on their shoulders and stress, and they just want to get away for 2 or 3 hours just to get their mind off of whatever's going on. So that's your responsibility. So I appreciated that part of my life, and Garth is the absolute best at what he does.
That's true.
He is first class personified.
Well, anyone that was
said that.
stressed that saw that monologue, I'm sure enjoyed it.
That's what I was gonna
I bet they
say.
were highly
But
entertained.
people didn't even know.
I bet they were thoroughly
I
entertained.
didn't know.
See?
If that was the truth, I
True
did not know. I
professional.
was like, you sold it. You sold it.
Yeah, it was, it was rough.
Listen, it's all good. It's all
Yes.
good. Listen, we're talking about our friend Garth Brooks, who's opening up next door, Amazon Music Live with Garth Brooks. It's all going down right here. Tonight, you have the best seats in the house.
Yes.
Y'all are home.
Amazing.
You're comfortable. We are up here. You can feel the vibes already
You can
creeping
feel the
up.
vibes. I know. I'm getting a little
Everybody's
poppy in my seat.
excited,
I'm like,
a little
let's go.
antsy about it. Garth told us it's up to him every time he steps on that stage to make sure that those people get their money's worth. And he
That's
said
right.
the same thing.
Yeah.
They're
Yep.
coming in to see him, to forget about life for a while.
Yes.
That's what it's all about.
That's right.
So, and he's the best. Absolutely.
He really is. That was my first time, and we had him on the podcast. It was my first time actually
nice.
to
Yeah,
talk
amazing.
to him and interact with him. And I'll just say it again, his intentionality, the way he remembers people's names, the way that he interacts with people, everybody is someone to Garth Brooks. And I feel like that
that's
is so
good.
important, and that's what he wants to bring to the Honky-Tonk, is he wants it to be home.
That's so good.
Yeah.
He even told us, in a way, he said it feels like church to him.
It's like where you come
Yeah.
to tell your story.
Yeah.
Oh.
A lot of jokes there. We're going to just skip over the bar in church. Yeah, a lot of jokes
He
there.
said it.
He said it.
I will say this real quick. One of the best things about Garth is he is the same human being when the lights are on and the lights are off.
True.
That's right.
I happened to be lost in Nashville one time after an award show, and a car pulled up, and Garth stuck his head out the window and was like, "What are you doing?" and he let me ride to a party I wasn't even invited to and walked me in, just like Eddie George
Feels like
walked me in up here.
A reoccurring dream is what that
One of
is.
these days, I'm gonna get in on my own. But until then, you got to know the right people. I got friends in low places too.
That was good. That was
good.
really good.
We're getting ready to go in there.
That was really, really
can't
good.
Wait.
We
I
are
can't
gearing up, everybody. Just want to let you know that we have got everything lined up for you. Hello to our friends from Amazon Prime Video that are joining in. The live show is happening right now. We're the pre-show. We're opening for Garth Brooks tonight, believe it or not.
Wow. Yeah.
Eddie George is here. I'm Kelly Sutton. This is Amber Anderson, Graham Bunn. We are getting you geared up for the one and only Amazon Music Live presents Garth Brooks from Friends in Low Places. Show off that old school merch.
This is from my dad's private collection.
I
Dad, if
love
you're
it.
watching, I probably won't get to tell Garth what you asked me to, but we'll just say he did. Yeah, my dad loves him. It's the best.
I love that.
Is it safe? Can we say it? Or?
No, his favorite album was In Pieces, and that he
Okay.
wore the grooves off it in the garage working on cars.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Dad, I'm going to try, but hopefully this gets me my Christmas present anyway.
There you go.
You know?
There you go. And now we all can add opened for Garth Brooks to our resumes.
That's right.
I want to make sure you guys got that memo.
Yeah.
So good. Okay, so one of the things that we get to do, this is something that got started a while ago on Amazon Music Live. It's
Okay.
called Curated, okay?
Curating.
Oh, they get to chime in now
Yeah.
on Curated for us.
That's right.
Okay, all right. So this is basically a little friendly competition between the two of us. We get to make our own set list, but it's off of the same theme.
Uh-huh.
So the theme this year was like
Country hype anthems.
Yes.
Okay.
So country hype anthems.
Yes, and so of course, being the sports girl that I am, I was like, I got this. I'm very confident in my selections.
Yeah, but she's been talking smack is what she's been
I
doing.
don't talk
Okay.
smack.
Yeah.
I don't talk smack well. Everyone
Okay.
knows this.
I know, that's true.
I'm trying, but it's not going well.
Okay, so we each chose 3 songs that we feel like get you hyped up. They're all a country connection because we are here in Nashville, and we are going to put them in the chat. Chat, we want you guys to decide which one of the playlist you think will get you the most hype. The most hype country playlist. All
Okay.
right, Amber, are you ready to go first?
Yes, I'll go with my first pick.
Okay, your first pick is?
So my first pick is Eric Church, The Outsiders.
Oh.
Appalachian State, stand up.
Coming in hot,
nice.
coming in hot.
Because, yes, we had Eric Church as our very, very first guest on Country Heat Weekly, our podcast on Amazon Music. And he is a UNC fan. And he said he was at a visiting stadium and they used The Outsiders for their hype video. And he was like, I can't even be mad.
Yeah, it was that
Oh,
good.
wow.
It's that good.
Okay.
It's quiet
Yeah,
and haunting
yes.
until it's not.
That's a good
I like
one.
that.
That's
Nice.
a good
Yeah.
one. My first pick, Carrie Underwood and Luda,
Ooh,
the
can't go wrong with
champion.
Can't
Okay,
go wrong with that.
listen.
And Luda.
Luda.
The
Which-
delivery.
Let me just tell
Champion.
you, when she was doing this on her tour, she would pick somebody from that city to come up and do the rap that Ludacris did.
That's right.
And it was
Nice.
always somebody that was a champion, somebody that had overcome breast cancer, somebody that had, worked out of maybe being in a situation that they needed to get out of. She found them in those cities and they got their moment on stage. Watching that gave me chills, so I will go Carrie Underwood with Ludacris, the champion.
That's
All
a
right.
good one.
Nice.
It was
Okay.
actually it was like written for the Super Bowl.
It was written for the Super Bowl.
So yeah, that fits.
Nice.
Good
Okay.
pick, Kelly.
Okay.
Throwing the emotional vote into the ring. I'm going to give the
Okay.
story,
All right.
Bob.
We're rounding out our third choice. Who you got? Who you got?
Well, I've got 3 words. Let's go, girls.
Yeah.
When you hear this song, you want to kick down a door.
Yes,
do
you
you
do.
not?
Yes, you do. Dun, dun,
A call to
dun,
action.
dun, dun, dun.
Let's go, girls.
There it is.
It's
Kick
like,
down the door, man.
Right?
Let's go.
No
Is
one's
it
arguing.
not?
No one's
All right,
arguing.
nobody's arguing.
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
that'll get you going.
It really will. Shania, and you
it's
got to see
Shania.
her do it live.
Yes, and I was in the crowd, and I was like, okay, I want to be really present for this moment because I like waited my entire life to hear her say this live.
Yeah.
Or hear her do this live, and my hand was like shaking because I was anticipating
No door
that.
survived the
Dun,
Coliseum
dun,
that night. No door survived.
That's
crazy.
amazing.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's your third pick?
Look, this might be home field advantage, but I'm playing the card. Garth Brooks ain't going down till the sun comes up. I had to go old school, Garth. If you know this song, you love this song, it will get you hype. It sounds like you're on a train. You are just going full speed ahead and going down till the sun comes up and the lyrics start happening and you're like, yes,
Let's go.
yes, let's go,
Yeah.
let's go. Like, I don't play football, but I feel like I can when I listen to that song.
Yeah.
I feel like, put me in. Give me the ball. I will
Give
run.
me the rock, huh?
Yeah.
Put her in, Eddie. Put her
Hey,
in.
I
Put
could
her in,
use
coach.
you on a couple plays this year, trust me.
I'm
We
real
could've used you,
small. I'll
Kel.
just fit in all the little holes all around.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah.
So, really quick, I
Yes.
want to know if you guys had songs to add to this list. What songs would you add?
What's your hype song?
Hype song. Well, I'll let Eddie go first since he is, he got
You're
me in
kicking
here.
over
I
to
would never
me.
order in front of the
I defer
the
to you.
part of
Listen,
the Robbie.
Let's do this.
Well, and again, I apologize for dropping the Appalachian Mountain. I'm a mountaineer. So anything Luke Combs and Eric Church,
I couldn't tell you were a
it's in my
mountaineer.
blood.
I could not tell.
Couldn't tell?
No, I could not tell.
Had
So
no
it's in
idea.
my blood. So Hurricane is definitely a fan favorite, or She Got the Best of Me, Luke
That's
Combs.
solid.
yeah, that's
That
good.
is solid.
Mm.
Okay, Eddie, you're in the gym. You put your
Oh, man.
earbuds in. You're ready to go. You're listening. What is going to get you hype?
Honestly, I've got friends in
Yeah.
places
Come on, Eddie.
where the whiskey he drowns and the beer chases my blues. Hey, I had to
We're
go
doing
there.
it.
Listen.
We're doing it.
That one would get me hype. It get me hype right now to go in here and listen to Garth do his thing. So that's the one that gets me going in the gym.
I
Yes.
love it. I love this.
Yeah, you
It's
can't beat it.
perfect.
Okay.
It's
Anything
perfect.
Garth. It's like a tax refund. Good all
Yeah.
the time. Just play something. Good.
Absolutely.
Did you just say, Garth, that he's like a tax refund?
Yeah, it's good all the time, no matter when it comes.
I can't argue
Grant,
with that.
We love you so much.
I can't argue with that. That is a good
Yes.
thing. All right.
And if you have favorite hype anthems, make sure you're putting those in the chat. We want to know what songs
Absolutely.
we left out.
Yes.
Yeah. And speaking of, Garth was telling us about how he was going to put together the play. This is the other thing. When you've got so many years and you've got
Yeah.
so many songs and a deep, deep catalog like he does, how do you even pick what you're going to play?
Like, there's
Unless it's going to be 5 hours long.
Exactly.
Which he does play.
we would not
Yeah.
care if
Yeah.
that happened.
Imagine
okay.
the songs he leaves off. He's
Yeah.
like, not tonight.
Man,
Yeah,
like, isn't it?
man.
It's good. Okay, well, when he stopped by our podcast, Country Heat Weekly, Garth gave us a little peek on how he's going to put it all together. Exactly right. He wants you to come back. He says if this is your first time seeing him live, great. But he knows when it's your second time, that's even better because you love the show so much you would never miss it again.
Yep, he said it's because you want to.
I think I've seen Garth live 6 times,
Oh,
maybe. I think it's 6.
I think I'm 3. I think this might
Okay.
be 4.
Oh, we are pumped up, y'all. It's going to be so good. We've got people in the chat that we want to say hi to. Brad from Roanoke, Virginia is with us.
We've got Z and H saying their favorite song is The Dance.
Oh,
Which I know
so good. Yes,
that you love.
I have a very emotional connection. I love that song. GB Fan 66 is in the chat.
Yes, and we've got someone from Corpus Christi, Texas. So hello.
And VD saw Garth back in 1992. Love
that.
That's peak Garth season.
Yeah.
Guys, we are just minutes away from joining Amazon Music Live with Garth Brooks right next door at his Friends in Low Places, Honky-Tonk. We're going to give you one more look at Broadway, what it looks like downtown. Hopefully you can feel it. You can feel it through the screen. It's so
Yes.
exciting.
Oh my gosh, look at it. It's just the neon neighborhood. That's
It's
what we're
grown.
calling it. It's growing. And this is just Friends in Low Places. This is going to be such a fixture on Broadway, and I'm so happy to be able to celebrate its doors.
Absolutely.
For the
Okay.
show tonight.
Guys, if you're not here and you do want to get in on that merch again, it's amazon.com/Garth Brooks. We have that QR code that you can see and pop that up, scan that. It's going to take you right to Garth's page with all the merch, and you can stream his entire catalog as well.
Didn't I see you guys get some merch earlier?
Yes,
Did
you
y'all
did.
sneak out? Okay.
Oh, man.
Because I was like, Eddie and I
Do I
showed
get
up
that
with
on the
nothing.
show? I mean, do I coming on? It is a little cool
Look,
out here.
This, I think it might be too
nice.
small,
There you
but
go.
you can check it out. It says "Blame it all on my roots."
And it's got Friends in Low
Little
Places.
little
bar
Zeke
and
Elliott
Honky-Tonk.
shirt there for you.
Yeah.
A little Zeke
Extra
Elliott
medium.
shirt for you. Yeah,
Extra
there you go, yeah.
medium.
Well, actually, I used to have that back in the day.
Yeah.
So
my
he got it
junior
from you.
Yeah.
There you go.
Scarlet and gray. You know, there's a little scarlet and gray
Right,
thing
right,
there, right? In the
exactly.
horseshoe.
That's right.
Man,
That's right.
it's been so much fun. This has been an incredible night, guys. Thank you so much for joining us again. Eddie George hanging out with us, Kelly Sutton, Amber Anderson, Graham Bunn. We are your co-hosts of Country Heat Weekly, the podcast. We would love for you guys to download and listen to it. We've had 2 episodes with Garth Brooks back to back, and he has just been so incredible, so forthcoming. He gave us Easter eggs in there as well.
He did. And, I mean, we said that anytime he comes, it's TBD, like
Yes.
to be determined, because he will drop a little clue, and then he'll just walk away from
Yeah.
it. And
Just let it live there.
Then our minds are like, what did he mean
Yeah.
when he said this?
He said something about, he said, I'm going to turn the page. And I was like, are you writing a book? I was immediately down that rabbit hole. Absolutely. So all things Garth, you can find it right here. Amazon is the place to stream all of his catalog, the old stuff, the new stuff, everything in between, some of the deep cuts that are out there that I know so many people are excited to hear.
What is your all-time favorite Garth song?
Okay, so I'm just
That's
gonna,
hard, I know.
It's hard.
That's illegal. That's an illegal question.
I love the dance, but I also have a really special bond with Colin Baton Rouge.
I love that song.
So
Colin Baton Rouge.
that's what I'm going to say. Colin Baton Rouge. What about you?
Thunder Rolls.
Really?
Yeah, that would go on my hype anthem list, honestly. Like that one is solid.
Oh, I love
love
it.
that
I'm
one
on board
live.
with Amber. Thunder Rolls.
Thunder
Which,
Rolls.
again, that is an illegal question. Like, which one
know.
of your kids do you love the most? Oh, man.
Yeah,
You know, like, it's, come on.
You're still friends in low places over here?
That's my cut.
He's doing
that's
it.
my cut.
That's
I'm
That's
staying
my
in my
cut.
lane right
That
there.
thing
That
slaps.
is it. It does.
This is what I want to know. If we go in there and he sees you and pulls you up on stage, are you going to sing
I
it?
absolutely am a sing.
Please let it happen.
Yes,
please.
let it happen.
Can we have the powers that be?
have a couple
just
drinks
heard
of milk
that.
and have a good time. And that's it. You know what I mean?
I can see him just go looking at him and be like, is that Eddie? Eddie, come on up here. We'll just put you right on the spot and
Oh,
put you in the
man.
middle of it.
That'd be fun.
Y'all, this has been amazing. We have so much that we want to tell you about. First of all, shout out to Amber G Productions. They found us some of the best American Sign Language performers, interpreters around. So thank you. And if you're watching us on Twitch, you can find it.
Yep, head on over to the Amazon Music Live 2 Twitch channel.
Yep.
And that is linked in the chat. So make sure you check that out.
Yeah, and on Prime Video, if you're watching us there, click back to the detail page, look for the photo that says ASL Broadcast, because they really want to make sure that it is the best visual experience for everybody out there. So thank you to Amber G Productions for being a part of that. Guys, we're close.
We're getting so close.
Is it time?
Oh, it's time.
I was in line like 3 times down there.
I
They were like,
know.
no, you got to
You
go
ready
back
to get
up.
in?
Yes.
I'll be honest with you, I wasn't coming until they told me Eddie was going to get me in.
And then
Oh,
you
man.
ran over
Ran
here.
over-
You
yeah,
ran
yeah,
over
ran-
here.
ran through some